Oh.
That's my one riff. That's all I got.
Okay.
I can just
okay.
do that.
We're okay. We're here. We're late.
Oh,
okay.
so
okay.
that
We're late.
he's so versatile as a keyboard player. Listen to all the things that he can do. We meant to try these. Remember these?
Oh,
we were going to try
gross.
these. Yeah. So we'll be having a food.
Should we do that now?
Tasting. Well, we should probably wait till some folks show up.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
So
just finished dinner.
it's happened again. It's happened again.
We have all week to prepare.
all
and
fucking
here we
week
are.
to
Here we
prepare,
are.
and
Okay.
I pride myself.
Having not fully eaten or
No.
finished dinner or gotten all the props together. We're okay. We're just a little discombobulated.
Just discombobulated. That was the first of what I can only imagine are going to be several burps to come. I'm just going to
That's
warn you.
how it always is.
Going to warn you. And by the way, we have, I hear from our fine folks across the Only Show diaspora, as it were, saying that they will watch the show some hours after the show airs or whatever. Our dear friend Jack will do that. Our friend Michelle in Chicago. And
he watches it over on YouTube, right?
Right.
He's the one.
He's the one. So, but here's the thing, and I will just tell you this: you only have a limited time. We say some
This
things.
show expires. We all say
This show
some
has-
things that we should not.
Yeah,
be
we all
saying,
do.
so.
This show basically has the shelf life of fucking sushi. But
That's
listen, first and foremost, well, two things. I will just wrap up our thoughts on the fact that literally there's still food in my mouth from
my
the fact
teeth,
that I just finished up.
I'm self-conscious about it. I have to
how
fix
am I
my
doing?
hair too.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
a lot.
You look fabulous.
Okay.
Laurel.
Whoa.
Hot. My wife is smoking hot. Big hair too
Big
on
hair.
this one. So this is the first show of the new year of 2025. As we were discussing, nobody's all that excited about 2025. And in keeping with this, I love this.
Wow, this is a lot.
In keeping with that, I think that it's very appropriate that when New Year's is on a Wednesday, nothing gets done for the rest. Literally,
exactly
you're going
right.
to
You're
limp
right.
through then the year really doesn't start. The work week certainly doesn't start until Monday, right? So that's I don't have a fucking job, but I do have
you're
things
trying
that
to
I
be
want to
productive,
accomplish, and you're trying
but
to
nothing's happening.
You're trying
it's a little
to
weird.
you're trying to get shit done, and you're just like I don't want to, and part of it is it's rather pervasive. Like nobody wants to get anything done. Right? Nobody wants to do fuck all.
Well,
and
you
so,
can't get anything done because no one's in the office.
there it is.
You're
So
kind
it's
of you're up, you're trying to motivate, and no one's
exactly.
around.
It ultimately becomes a self. It's a what's virtuous. What am I trying to say here? It's self-sustaining. Like the fact that nobody is doing anything. Really upholds the fact that nobody's doing anything. Hi, Christina.
Oh, hi.
Hi, friends. Hi, Kathy.
Oh gosh, look, we have to archive last week's show.
Kathy
Jean.
Oh, I thought you were doing.
Oh, I thought you were doing.
I thought you were doing Facebook because I do.
No,
I do YouTube.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
But what I find fascinating is I don't really change clothes from week to week. Like this, basically the same. If you look at our past shows, it's basically me. Black T-shirt, trucker cap. I don't know. Some worse. Kathy says, I wish I had nothing to do for the rest of the week after New Year's Day. I wasn't able. She was swamped at work. Let's see. Christina says, I'm here tonight with my friends Amy, Emma, and David up in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
Oh, hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
New Year's friends.
Well,
are you at that cabin in the Santa Cruz Mountains where we went to that party that one time?
Everybody was on mushrooms. That is
was
what I
a fun
remember.
party.
And literally, you walk in the kitchen, it's like, wow, somebody's baking brownies with lots and lots of dope in them. It was a fun time. Listen, I will just say to your friends, Amy, Emma, and David, we don't know what we're fucking doing. We've been doing this since the pandemic. This is a fly-by-night operation.
This is just our safe space where we come to laugh
Exactly.
every week.
That's exactly right.
Just go ahead and laugh at us.
You'll see.
Scotty Goats.
Scotty
where
Goats.
were you last week?
We missed you, my brother.
We missed you. We were
missed you.
gonna send out a search party.
Yeah. We were going to shoot up the at signal, the Scott signal.
The Scott signal.
High above
The code signal?
Scott's over in
We're
the
worried about
DC
you.
area, so it would have been
We
a big.
notice when you're not here. Okay.
We notice, dude. Okay, you have friends who love you,
Yeah.
And they notice when you're not here. I will also say to Christina's friends that this scroll right here. This is true. This is not actually the show. We actually do get to the show.
But we always forget to pull the scroll down.
I forget to
it
pull the
always is
scroll.
the actual show.
And,
So,
yeah.
you know,
So anyway,
whatever.
so Happy New Year, such as it is.
Kathy's swamped at work.
Yeah. So.
Oh, he was in Vegas with the parents. That makes sense. That makes sense.
You know, it seems like that was the case last year, right? We were talking, and your
Oh,
parents
yeah,
were.
I think so.
Your parents,
were
playing
on
along.
last year. They were
That's right. Yeah.
Scott, do you have like an Airbnb where you stay in Vegas? Because I have to speak at a conference in April.
This is news. I didn't know about this. Was it a book-related conference?
Yeah, it's a book.
I had no idea. Thanks for showing up tonight, Scott, because I wouldn't have. This is how I get news.
I'm certain I've told you of this conference before.
Listen, I'm sure that you have, and the last couple of months have been so fucking stressful.
You're not making new
I am
memories,
not
and
making
that's
new memories.
okay. That's okay.
I'm literally closed
I
for
would let
business.
you know before I left for the conference.
That would be
in
nice.
April.
I would
You know,
appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm on the conference brochure. I'm speaking about book marketing. You know, it's a thing I know about.
I wake up one morning and Laura's like heading out the door with a
like,
suitcase.
okay,
I'm like,
bye.
what is going on?
Yeah.
It is absolutely true what she says. Second burp of the night, by the way. I will never learn to
Your
not just
grossness.
shovel in food moments before we start the broadcast.
Why do we wait till the last minute? Is that a thing? That
I go to
we
the
just,
gym. I don't really time it
yeah,
out.
I know.
Properly, but anyway. So yeah, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, ironically, I was saying that I don't make new memories. I almost forgot the fact that I don't make new memories, and the reason
Oh, Scott
why.
says cosmopolitan or parents. Does that mean I can stay with your parents?
Hey, there
Thanks
you
for
go.
the invitation.
Thanks, Mr. and Mrs.
I'll
Coates.
take you up. I'll just go. Hi, I'm Scott's friend from high school.
You guys remember when you actually used to call your friends' parents Mr. and Mrs.? And I don't know when this died out, but literally all of our friends' kids are like, hi, Stephen, hi, Lori. I'm like, I would have told you to call me that, but I would have liked the option to actually have said, oh, no, Mr. Cox, why? That's my father, right? Everybody wants the opportunity. So that's my dad. Anyway, yeah, the last couple of months have been so stressful. How stressful have they been? I have to ask myself because Laura wasn't here to ask. How stressful have they been? Well,
How
I'll tell you.
stressful were they?
Yeah. So I will tell you, they were so stressful that I literally, like, my brain is like, no, we're not taking.
You're
on-
having a permanent ADHD
I am.
brain.
We're not
attack right
onboarding
now.
any
Yeah.
new
It's-
information
We're not.
whatsoever.
No, I'm not.
No.
I think you asked me a question a bunch of different times, and I was
I'm
like,
sure I
"But I
did.
already told you that," and you're like, "I told you I wasn't making new
No,
memories."
that's
So.
on you. I'm afraid that's on you. Ray
Oh,
says,
live from San Jose, it's
San
Ray
Jose,
Bull.
California, it's Ray Bull, the only show's #1 fan. I think you're going to have to thumb wrestle some folks for that.
You know, my mom was from San Jose. right?
Yes, she
and then she
was.
went to San Mateo High School.
San Mateo High School. Laura and I, of course, famously met on the N Judah.
That's right.
In San Francisco. I grew up in Carmel and went to San Francisco very frequently, and it's all in the family up there. I miss that area. It's nice. So Ray and Christina represent. Let's have a show. shall we?
Joe is the only teacher at his school who goes by Mister.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Good. I'm glad somebody does.
Your hosts.
Stefan and Laurie. All right, there you go.
I will say that that's still the case for me and my friends' parents.
Yeah, I know.
At my friend's sister's memorial service, I saw several people's parents, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Mrs. McCormick."
It just doesn't-
I'm never
yeah.
going to stop it. Okay,
not
I'm a Gen
either.
X person.
Exactly. we were.
I don't
raised
even know if I know their first name.
respect. I don't know if they do. So I'm Facebook.
I don't know if I
friends-
know Senora McCormick's first name.
Senora McCormick.
Senora McCormick was also our Spanish teacher. Whatever.
Caliente sus bocas, clase, asiente. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So my music teacher, my high school music teacher, this very dear man named Robert Clevin. I saw him at our fucking 35-year reunion or whatever. I was like, hi, Mr. Clevin. It's like, I'm a man in his 50s. What am I doing? And I'm like, listen, I can't call you anything else but Mr. Clevin. You're just Mr. Clevin. So anyway, so how is everybody doing? Listen, I think we should just jump right into the game. And I will tell Christina, and I figure that Christina has kind of hepped you guys to the way that this whole thing, well, where's Ange and Fuzz, by the way?
Oh, Ange says she just arrived. She says, I get this a lot. Hi, Jada's mom.
Jada's mom. That's very funny.
Jada's mom has got it going on.
We're Will Ferrell and Anna Gasteyer from the Saturday Night Live sketch about the teacher.
You know what? We've decided that we're not leaving the house for the next couple of months because the norovirus is going
and also
around.
the avian flu. It's coming.
It's coming. We're going back to COVID times.
We're going back to COVID times, and honestly, didn't we all have a wonderful pandemic?
We all meet and start hanging out during the COVID times?
We did. We absolutely did.
We're okay.
We had the best pandemic of anybody, I think. So I think we're just gonna.
Oh, there's your mom. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
How are you feeling?
So listen, my mom has been sick, as you know. She was in the hospital with influenza A and pneumonia, and then she relapsed, and she is just now coming through the other side, and we're so happy and grateful that she is doing. Can I get some of that? So she said that she would be watching tonight. She may not participate, but she will be watching. So direct your love toward my mom, if you will.
That pneumonia is a
that pneumonia is a bitch.
Fucker, man.
Yeah, particularly when you're 81 years old. I mean, it's gonna give you, it's gonna wallop you. So, Christina's friends, we're so glad that you're here. Here's how the game works. I offer a prompt. You fill in the blank on the prompt
with some funniness.
And whoever has the funniest answer, either deemed by me or Laurel here, you get a point. And then if you accumulate the most points by the end of the game, you win a prize. We haven't played prizes in a long time. Maybe we'll give this away. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, what are you saying yes to in 2025? It's a brand new year. Brand new year. What are you saying yes to in 2025? We said no to a lot of things in 2024, particularly at the end there. Oh, and Laura is having a birthday coming up here.
It's my birthday in like a week.
It's Laura's
if you
birthday
remember,
in a week.
I have the suck birthday where everyone just is still exhausted from Christmas and they're still broke from Christmas, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's your birthday, isn't it?"
Right. Yeah. And that's how it generally goes. And so last year, our dear friend Darcy thought it would be hilarious to give Lori as a gift for her birthday last year a fucking wooden voodoo doll with like real horsehair and shit, which we promptly named Voodoo Steve. And Voodoo Steve fucked us up. Like the first part of the year.
The first weekend Voodoo Steve was even in our home.
I know.
And there's like
my
actual
mom's
video and a photo of me opening it, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Get this out of my house. I believe in this.
Don't fucking want this. Yeah.
I can't.
Don't want this.
No, I don't like this.
Yeah. So
my birthday is Sunday the 12th. Thanks for asking.
Joe says, Forrest, internet, or just him? Are we coming through poorly?
Oh, are we coming through poorly? Probably Forrest. Probably both.
I don't know. Are we getting all like kind of glitchy? I'm not seeing any evidence of it on this end. Are you seeing any evidence of it there with our feed?
No.
Okay. Well,
let's see.
Shrug. I can reset if it gets particularly bad. Let's see. My mom, she's brain dead, so just enjoying all of our humor. Well, we're so glad. So, everybody, wear your funniest pants tonight, won't you? For my mom. Let's see. Navel gazing is what Christina is saying yes to. PBBJs. Yes to this year being the result of a perfect square, 45 squared. So 2025. So is 2025 a prime number? No, it couldn't be because.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how math works.
Oh, and say yes to that flu shot, dude.
You want the flu shot, kids. I haven't been a big believer in the flu, but the strain that's going around, I got it.
God, I have never seen you sicker.
I was so fucking sick, and so Laurel got the shot.
You still have a cough.
I do. It's hanging in there. Let's see. Republican Party meltdown. Yes. Infighting, please. More infighting.
It looks like they're already fighting.
I love it.
I saw on Reddit they're all so mad at him for that whole H1.
Love it. Oh, I'm
I
so
want to
here
call
for
it
this.
the H1N1 visa. It's not called that. It's not called that.
Exactly. It's the coronavirus visa.
Kathy's going to be saying yes to saying no thanks to leaving the house.
Saying yes to everything I said no to in 2024. That's probably a long list, Rachel. My mom says she's saying yes to the 12th, which of course is your birthday.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's well.
Fuzzy socks. Let's see. The flu shot. Let's see. Joe says when he types a comment, it stops the feed.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good at all. David says he's sorry for being late. He hopes there's a punishment. The punishment is we're going to make you eat one of these sour
you have to
pickle
be twice as funny.
Yeah,
tonight.
these are pickle flavored candies. We're going to try these in a bit.
Fuzz is saying yes to In-N-Out burgers.
Oh, yes, please. All of that.
Yes, for me, too.
It's always a good year to say yes to tacos and today's. So 2025 is squared mathematically. It's 45 times 45. Okay, so that means that it is not a prime number. That much I know. Moving to Portugal. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to take an exploratory trip.
You can do that, right?
I can, my people.
Okay.
I'm going to drive up the coast from Lisbon to Porto and see what it's. I love Lisbon, but I haven't actually checked out the coast, and it's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm planning on doing that soon.
Are you Portuguese?
I am Portuguese by extraction. Let's see.
Yeah, me too.
Yes to the dress. Yes to the dress. Is it yes to the dress? And this is the 10-year anniversary of the Is the Dress White and Gold or Black and Purple.
Yeah.
So, what are we? How are we celebrating?
I saw it as white and gold, and I don't see how anybody could see it as anything else.
And that's the reason why it caused such a furor. I'm going to give it to my mom for she's saying yes to the 12th, which of course is your birthday.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So now Laura and I are extraordinarily aware the older we get of our mortality, and that means we are trying to get rid of shit. Honestly, I have a new resolution, which is anybody who's going to get me a gift, I'm going to ask kindly. First of all, thank you. I mean, it's very nice that you would think of giving me a gift. But secondly, can we make it something that I can consume?
Yeah.
That I can pass through my alimentary trail? Well, mostly use up, right? Because right now, all the things that
Buy me a box of Kleenex.
Yeah, sure. If I'm going to use that up, that's fabulous. You know, but I do recognize the fact that like anything that I get right now, possibly Angie's kid is going to have to deal with this shit when I'm dead, and I don't wish that on anybody.
Who do we have? Nobody.
Exactly. So what else should we do to get rid of 2024, or as I've written, 20,204? What should we get rid of? What should we get rid of in 2024? I don't know. I obviously was not paying attention when I wrote this clue. What should we get rid of, I think is what I'm asking. What are you going to get rid of in 2024? So we've said yes to things, right? And now what are you going to get rid of? Rachel says, 1 keg of beer coming up. Fabulous. Fabulous. Mm-hmm.
What are you... That doesn't make sense. What
are you getting rid of in 2024?
But 2024 is already passed.
I'm sorry. Yes.
What else?
What are you getting rid of in 2025? As I said, I was not paying attention, not forming new memories, this one. And obviously not paying close attention.
What are you getting rid of in 2025? Right.
Exactly.
So I put on TikTok like, okay, I'm closing out the year. I'm getting rid of stuff. What should I do? Do you have any rituals? And somebody said, be sure not to wash clothes for New Year's Day and New Year's Eve.
Right. I don't know why.
Okay.
Could that be like a gypsy tradition? That actually sounds like something that would have come from my people, the Portuguese. Portuguese like, oh no, you don't wash. I can't even do a Portuguese accent. I should be able to. Every time I do one, it sort of sounds like fat
weird
bastard.
Brazilian? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sounds a little like fat bastard. Oh, defusher.
Kathy's getting rid of lack of core strength. Oh, okay, so because we're old, we're going to incorporate every day some stretching into our
first thing.
Stretching or yoga.
I've started thinking about my workout routine now in terms of longevity. It's occurred to me, like I've been saying for years, like I'm not going to live that long, and I may not, but like the more that I talk to people, kind of about my habits, I'm basically I'm vegetarian at this point. I work out, I do all the stuff that I think I'm supposed to do. I'm probably going to live a little while, so now I'm starting to think, well, what's like my longevity? Like, what am I supposed to do?
What if you outlive all of us?
I don't want that. I definitely don't want to be the last, the last one standing. But they say that there's certain things you're really supposed to focus on when you get older, not least of which is don't fall. That can be incredibly debilitating. But core strength, just like working on your adductor and abductor muscles and stuff like that. So let's see, what are you getting rid of in 2025? Christina says, get a burial plan involving mulch. I like that. Yes, mulch me when I'm gone. I would love that. Kathy says she's going to get rid of her lack of core strength. Good, I like that. A dead tree. Typo-riddled clues. Nice, Ray. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like that.
What do you want from us?
Other people's opinions. Daylight savings. Proud Boy indoctrination. Garbage humans that I've unalived. Good. My holdings in Tesla, Trump coin, and Look Smart. Oh, Look Smart. I love that.
I think we liquidated all of our Tesla stock, right?
We definitely liquidated all that shit. Let's see. Amazon
I can't wait for the epic breakup of that
it's going to be so
Can't wait.
good. Yeah. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response? What are you getting rid of in 2025?
Gosh, I think I'm going to go with Ray for
That's
typo-ridden clues.
exactly right.
That's not nice.
I see that, Rachel. But funny. So listen, let's jump right to our first video clue of the night, shall we? So you all know that we have a really peculiar hang-up with a guy who dresses full-time as a clown and lives in Palm Desert, Lori's
of course.
hometown.
Of course. We've been talking about this for 4 years.
Right, exactly. We took Eric to go see Harpo for his 50th birthday, and we figured that what better way to ring in your half a century than to go spend time with a geriatric clown. Well,
that's what he wanted. That was his.
We didn't make him do it.
Harpo Quest, Harpo Fest,
Harpo Fest.
Harpo Quest. That was his. That was his request.
He wanted it. He wanted it. He was asking for it. Look at what he was wearing. So anyway, there was a. Who sent you this photo?
I have some intel on the ground in the desert last night.
Okay, so here he is. There's the man right there. Standing around and texting.
He's checking his phone.
Well, this is, I believe in my words, this is a portrait of sadness in one act. This is a.
I like that his hair
clown.
is really angular, like it's sticking
it's
up.
pointing straight up. So I suppose there's only one question, and that is, who is Harpo texting? Who is Harpo texting? By the way, Christina's friends, this is a man who lives full-time as a clown.
Yeah, who we just found out about 4 years ago. Because somebody told a story about a clown, and I was like, what do you mean? And they said, how do you not know there's a man who lives as a clown in your town? And, you know.
And honestly, this is the sort of thing that is your lifeblood.
Oh, right?
When weird shit happens, people contact you first.
Right. And so now, ever since then, because I didn't know about it, everyone now from the desert is like, look who I found. And I've gotten so many clown selfies now. It is unreal. And I live for it. I love it.
What's really funny is a lot of the people who Lori knows are fed up with this fucking guy. He's always in the restaurants. They've had it with him. Like Lori's friend Molly, when we took Eric to go see Harpo, she's like, go away. Like, get out of here, Harpo. She was like, shoo.
That clown.
And actually, in Molly's defense, after a little while, we were kind of like, okay, Harpo, that's enough. Because he was like, we didn't know that various of us were like feeding him 20s. Because,
I know.
You know, and so he was, of course, going to stick around.
There's Alethea. No, I never knew about Harpo the whole time I lived there. I, in fact, I don't know why I only found out about Harpo 4 years ago.
So anyway, it's been a journey of discovery with us and Harpo. So anyway.
Imagine my surprise where, Kathy also didn't know about Harpo.
Well,
how was that possible?
So who is Harpo texting? Melania? Sure, they're going to hook up. Actually, some people were saying a couple things about
Elon's going to hook up
about Elon Musk. One is people are saying Elon should hook up with Melania. The other is people are saying that Elon that should be played by Kathy Bates in a movie. I'm like, fuck that. Do it on SNL.
That would anger him
now.
So much.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Remember how Will Ferrell played Janet Reno? I'm just so like, funny. I think it would be fucking brilliant if they got Kathy
Melissa
Bates
McCarthy
to play.
was Sean Spicer with all the gum.
That was very, very funny.
That was a good one.
Spicy. He's texting his heroin dealer, Lamb Chop, Ronald. His spray tanner. Let's see. Bonnie's DMs for the expired meat pickup deets. Christina's friends asked Christina about Bonnie's meat.
It's a lot. There's a lot of backstory.
We're going to catch you up as quickly as we can.
I mean, there's only so much we can do in 1 hour, though.
There's only 1 hour. Let's see, texting Trump for a job. Yeah, honestly, he's probably more qualified than most of the people that Trump is appointing to his cabinet at this point.
You know, I do know someone who lives at Mar-a-Lago and probably knows Trump, so I could
honestly,
get Harpo a job.
I fucking hate that guy.
I could get Harpo a job. This would be amazing.
Oh my
he
God.
could be first clown.
Oh my God, first clown. I love that. And honestly, what better
He's
spokesperson?
He's probably a Republican, don't you think?
Yeah, probably. He actually
He's
probably
like
is.
80 years old.
He was friends with Arnold Palmer, so yeah, he probably is a Republican.
He was friends with Bob Hope.
That tears it.
He probably met Reagan.
Bozo the Clown on how to win the grand prize game, 80s TV reference. Elon Pennywise, he's representatives for the voiceover job he's doing next. He's doing his agent. Yeah, I got a voiceover job for you. Dateline Shakes the Clown, Smoochie. Let's see. So I'm gonna give it to Kathy for his representatives for the voiceover job that he's doing next. Hilariously, my voiceover agent back in the day actually got me a job where we had to show up. It was like some a conference for Wrigley's Gum, and 3 friends of mine and I, who were all voiceover people. It was John Toms and Joanne Rubiner.
Oh wow!
We had to dress up as Bad Breath. So I was garlic. She was like a green onion, and he was like red onions. And we just were standing there, and our voiceover agent called us. I guess it was a friend of his that just needed somebody, and we kept standing there going, "Wait, is this our voiceover? What is happening here? Why are we doing? How did this happen?"
What are you?
So, go ahead.
Scott Coates just said he's texting Chaz Bono, which I think is so wonderfully random.
That is totally
because
random.
Sonny Bono used to be the mayor of Palm Springs a long time ago.
Met cute with the tree.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
If they knew each other.
So, will you grab me that box right now?
Yes. Oh, wait, I have to grab the actual thing. So.
Sure.
Hold on, I have to demonstrate it. You can talk about it.
Okay, so we'll talk about this. Now, Lauro has been having some neck pain, the poor thing. And so, being the proactive human being that she is, she's like, well, I think I need to get a massager. But, don't want to spend a fortune on it. So where do you go when you don't want to spend a fortune on things? Why, you go no other place than Temu, where all of the products come directly from China, and they're named things like Massager of Neck Kneading. Ladies and gentlemen, Massager of Neck Kneading. Oh my goodness, who among us hasn't needed honestly, it sounds a little bit like royalty, doesn't it? Sir Lord Massager
hold on,
of Neck
I'm
Kneading.
going to demonstrate this for you.
Yeah, okay, we're going to.
It's going to be horrifying. I don't know if you're going to love it or hate it. But here we go. Here we go. Okay, so here's the massager of neck kneading. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to plug it in.
Kathy says, Harpo is a creepy desert dweller. He's for sure a Republican. Exactly. Yeah, that's the only qualification you need. A Republican weirdo.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so are they going to be able to see this thing in action?
Maybe.
It turns red.
Okay.
There we go. First of all, it glows red, which is creepy. Yeah. It's like murder red.
Here we go.
And then it's Can you all see that? David says massage. Quote unquote.
Okay,
honestly, this would obliterate your genitals. So I don't think anybody mistakes this for a sex toy.
Oh, Kathy says she has one. Okay.
Has one of those neck massagers. By the way,
oh my God, it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh.
And in case you're keeping score at home, that is the first time in this show that I've ever uttered the words "obliterate your genitals." Thank you very much.
Can you see it working?
Yes, you can smell it working.
Can you smell it working?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so it's massaging. Can you see it? It's massaging my neck.
What are some other hilarious purchases from Temu besides the massager of neck kneading? Also, it makes a hilarious little siren-like sound.
Yeah. Is that making bread or massage? No, it is. It's too much. See what we do to make you laugh?
Listen, we go the extra mile for you here on The Only Show. Is this made by the same company as a sex toy from 2 weeks ago? What was that called? What the hell was that? The Crescendo 2. Maybe.
Oh, God. We were sitting that
2.
back and forth for days.
That thing had a long tail on it. I don't know what that was about. Kathy says, when I worked in warehouses at Macy's, old ladies came in asking for vibrators when they met massagers.
It actually feels so
good. It's a different time. Receive.
And this thing is hurting me, but it also helps. I don't know.
Scott says receiver of blowjobbery. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our first skeletons in a while, Scotty. Scotty C. Nicely done, my brother. Oh my God. God damn it, that was funny. Receiver, ladies and gentlemen, receiver blowjobbery. Is it working? Are you having fun with it?
I'm spacing out. It's so good. Oh my God, it's like hurting me, but I don't know if it's actually hurting me or it's helping me. Okay.
Let's hope that it helps. All right. So anyway, listen. Nobody else is responding on this one.
I know. I don't know why.
I don't think you need to. I think Scott might have. He might have shattered the backboard.
Everyone's just like frozen in time, like watching me have
just absolutely,
absolutely
wrapped.
Gobsmacked.
Yeah. Right. Was it developed by Bill Clinton? Sure it was. Kathy says don't use it for too long. It'll be sore the next day.
Oh God, I know. I would use it for like a whole hour. She says she has that. Yeah, I know.
David says scrotum scratcher. Well, let's go ahead and give this round to one Scotty Coates.
We had some friends over this week, and one of them said, I don't know if this is hurting in a good way or if this is don't do this to yourself, right?
My mom says she's actually purchased something called the mini peenie.
Oh,
all right.
boy.
Not to be confused with the mini petty. I don't know what, but listen, we now, and by the way, folks, and by folks I mean Christina's friends. My mom works blue on this show. She's feeling a little.
She wins by going blue
off tonight, but she she works blue often. So. Let's see. Scrotum Scratcher, Shoes for Science Experiments, Happy Action Fun Time Genital Obliterator. Thank you, Ray. That's a good callback, my brother.
Cigars for vaginas.
Yes. Ooh, yeah, that tastes good, apparently, was what he said. So this is another one of our hot box, the hot box. Scott, listen, you won the round, my friend. There's no need to.
Okay. There's no need to pile on.
So this just came through the news. Yakima is a town in central Washington. There was a story there about a coroner who was accused of stealing drugs from dead people. Now, to which I forwarded to Lori, and I'm like,
is that stealing?
Is it stealing though? Is it if you steal drugs? But anyway, he's gonna face charges.
If you're in charge of that dead person,
you deserve all the drugs
for your
you
loss,
can get.
But you left the drugs in that person's pants pockets.
That's for starters. Like if you left the liquid bottle of liquid morphine in your departed's garment.
Is it stealing?
I don't know if it's stealing.
Or is it just finding?
Also, this is a person who deals with dead bodies all fucking day.
They need drugs.
I honestly, I feel like people like that and people who have to handle, fucking sewage and garbage, give them drugs. Give them free drugs.
Right.
Anyway, what else did the Yakima coroner steal from dead people? What else did the Yakima coroner steal from dead people? All right. Oh,
I mean, okay, I'm not trying to be weird or gross, but like if you send your deceased relative, into the coroner's office and they have like jewelry or $100 in their pants pocket, what do you think is going to happen to that stuff?
You probably should have gone through their pockets.
You should have gone. I mean, not to be weird, but that belongs to the coroner.
Kathy says, "What else did the coroner steal? Their Temu massagers."
I mean, wow. I feel like lightheaded from that Temu massage. It's like it's really intense.
Do a number on you?
It really squeezes the tense muscle. It's really a lot.
Oh man, honestly, I cannot get my head around doing anything related to projects that I've laid out for myself. Being productive in any way, shape, or form. You guys with me on this one? I can't
because nobody's in the office.
Nobody's doing anything, and honestly, I keep thinking to myself, you know what I want to do after we're done with the show? I want to sit and watch movies and drink beer, and that's kind of all I want to do.
And do.
It is a Saturday night.
Massager of neck kneading.
And do massager of neck kneading.
Oh, and this.
I'm going to obliterate my genitals.
Obliterate your genitals.
So this is from the fine folks at Claussen. That's the best tasting pickle ever. No, it's Vlasic. They make Claussen makes. They make pickles. So this says, now I just noticed something interesting about this that might make this less fun. So I was thinking that these were pickle flavored sour gummies, but it says right here, green apple.
Oh, gross. I thought they were pickle.
Well, yeah, but I mean, green apple is quite good, so I have a feeling these are
hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen, our buddy Keith. We missed you, man. How are you, my brother? Okay, so here we go.
We're talking stealing from dead people.
Oh, it's delicious. No, it just tastes like, oh, man. You remember Jelly Bellies? I thought you had your...
oh, no, I don't have it in right now.
Your Invisalign in. Remember Jelly Bellies, green apple Jelly Bellies? That's exactly what that tastes like. It's really
good.
Really good. So, recommended.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Let's see. What did the Yakima coroner steal from dead people? Their souls, says Scott. Yeah. Their Temu massagers, all of it, says Ange. Gerbil skeleton. Ange says gerbil skeletons. Whoa! Speaking of working blue, that's a great answer. It sounds like that.
This is running so late. Look. This is a clue from like 3 clues ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
I heard
now you're all caught up. All right. Let's see. David says it sounds like they got caught up and painted into a corner. Hang on. Hey! Nicely done. That hidden shot glass the dead person fell onto.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, let's see. Their partner, their virginity, the will to live in the afterlife. Dear Laura.
Oh, jeez.
I don't envy you. Fine answers to choose from. Keith, how are you, man? We're overdue for another call. Let's schedule that maybe for this week. I would love to catch up, man.
At the end of which you say bye.
I say bye.
That's all the socializing you're doing.
That's all you need. Honestly, I could go for weeks and not physically see anybody but my mom, my dog, and my wife, and that's it. And I'm fine with that.
I'm giving it to Ange for gerbil skeleton.
Yeah, no, that is the right.
You know what?
That is the right answer.
In the autopsy, that's what comes out.
So listen, there have been some things that have happened already this year in 2025. We've had exploding Teslas. We've had infighting with Trump or Musk rather, and the MAGA base. There's been so much, but we're just getting started. And people are talking about like they're putting their bingo cards together.
He's not even in office yet. I mean,
right, I know.
What do you think is going to happen, Trumpers?
Let's put together. How about this? Tonight we're going to put together a bingo card. Everybody will give an answer, and we'll put it on an Only Show bingo card, and then we'll refer to it. So let's populate that right now. Let's make a political bingo card, an Only Show political bingo card for 2025. I like this idea. Initially, I was just going to ask you what's on your political bingo card for 2025, but let's actually brainstorm some of these suckers out.
Okay.
And we'll put together an actual, and I'll put it together, and I'll send it to everybody in the chat. And then we can just start checking stuff off as it happens, right?
Yakima Corner just confirmed Coachella 2020.
That's fabulous.
Where have you been? You're so
we miss you, man.
Okay, so first thing on the bingo card is Trump and Musk have a very public breakup.
Absolutely huge fight. And
they have a huge fight.
Yeah.
And then Musk goes buck wild trying to ruin Trump.
Yeah, and vice versa, I suspect. Yeah. I think they're both going to then try to ruin one another.
Both of them are so emotional. They're like,
I hate you more. Yeah, exactly. No, I hate you more.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that very much.
And they air each other's dirty secrets, and it's just so. No one has ever been friends with Trump for several, look at Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, I don't think he makes friendships that last very long because everything is transactional with the guy, right? He's just there to kind of use up what he needs to use up from people, and then he just moves on. So I think that day is coming, and it's coming very soon for one Elon Q. Musk. Elon gets deported back to South Africa. Let's see, a scandal of epic proportions which will be forgotten 18 hours later.
Yeah,
honestly, that's the center square. That is the center
scandal.
Square. Everybody gets that. Instead of dissolving the British Parliament, they take back the U.S. That would be great. Let's all be British subjects again. I'm fine with it.
That's fine.
Well,
can I get a passport?
Yes, exactly. Long live the king. Well, we wouldn't get to be part of the EU, which sucks, but technically we can get a photo of Elon and Vivek giving MTG the Eiffel Tower treatment surfaces. I don't know what the Eiffel Tower treatment is. Do I want to know?
All I have to do is prove I'm Scottish, and then I can just go back to Scotland.
Hey!
Just look at me.
That honestly is what you just do when you walk into the consulate. You just say, come on, just let me in.
That's what 23andMe said. Hey. Do you have a mirror? Why are you wasting this money?
Scaramucci will be replaced. The Scaramucci will be replaced as a new unit of measurement. The Tanzania, the 51st state. Well,
that's exactly right.
I would imagine that would have to follow Canada and Greenland, right? So he's going to buy that. Rudy Giuliani is caught getting spanked by Matt Gaetz at Mar-a-Lago. I like that. Abortion's available only in Vegas. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, including your fetus. That was terrible. That was a tasteless joke. Let's see. Melania's divorce lawyer is revealed. That's good. A national lottery surfaces where winners get to keep their vote and use it in 2026 midterms. You know what? I think, and this is hilarious, we were following a subreddit where somebody had basically asked, hey, disgruntled Republicans, are you still with Trump? And they're like, no, we don't like him because he's backed down on the immigration thing.
We meant all immigrants, and he already...
And we're like, all caps. You hate to see it. Gosh, you hate to see it. Let's see, masks.
How can you say, I told you so, but nicer?
Exactly. Masks will have clown faces. That's very, very funny. I think, let's see, we got to give it to Keith for a scandal of epic proportions, which will be forgotten 18 hours later. It's a news cycle at this point.
Keith.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to put together a bingo card with all of those. I feel like I should maybe just take a few screenshots here.
Harpo is found to be texting. Oh, wait, where was that?
There we go. The P-taper. The P-taper diary.
Harpo is found to be texting Donald his lines for the State of the Union address.
Oh, that's very good. I like that.
Yeah, that's what he was.
That's
what
he was
texting.
doing. He was actually giving intel to
and
Don.
Hello.
Yeah. Musk will learn that people don't care enough about children for his human shield to actually be useful. That's very funny. Eric Trump gets an attaboy from his dad, which is retracted later when we notice. Keith, honestly, you should be writing for a comedy show. That is like a late night comedy line.
This is a comedy show.
TikTok is, all you people are writing for comedy shows. TikTok is banned, but Pravda replaces the Washington Post. I think, honestly, I think we're there. The Electoral College will be eliminated. We can only hope. Let's see. What have you? Okay, so we are getting rid of. No, I already did that.
No, you did that one.
I kind of wrote that in a different vein, but yeah. So both of these,
okay, throw those.
There we go. Listen, we're all trying to figure out how we're going to navigate things financially over the next however many years, because as we know, Trump's declared his intention of basically taking the economy and driving it into the surface of the fucking sun with tariffs and the like. This is going to be great. But anyway, my financial strategy for 2025, invest heavily in blank. Invest heavily in blank. My financial strategy for 2025, invest heavily in blank.
I think misery is the answer. Simply misery.
Misery stocks.
Okay, Christina says, can you please show your favorite funny song tonight on the outro? I'd love to show my friends.
Oh.
What do you guys think is the best song? We don't know.
Christina, which one do you want to
so many.
See?
We have, what's the, read off the list of songs you have loaded up in there.
Sure.
We have Mystery Fish.
We've got, Mystery Fish, Angela's Finger, Two Fawns.
Two Fawns, One Deer.
The rock and roll outro.
We have,
let's see, the Beaver Cubes
song. The YouTube
song. The We Don't Keep Score Anymore. Jim's
Right Hand, the movie.
Let's see, Eric Won't Text Me Back. We played that last week. We'll play that again.
Bonnie's Beef, that's a good one.
You won't play Bonnie's Beef.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to have to kind of set the whole thing up for you. But yeah, we'll play Bonnie's Beef. That's a good idea. All right, so my financial strategy for 2025.
We've written so many, you've written so many songs.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Invest heavily in Xanax, says Christina. Sure, benzos, always on the up. Let's see, bankruptcy, meme stocks. Let's see, 2025 political bingo cards. Sure, we're gonna be rich in this. That's how we're gonna make our fortune.
Obliterators and blowjobbery reception devices. Blowjobbery.
Receiver of blowjobbery. God damn it, that was the funniest fucking line tonight.
Blowjobbery.
Scotty. Hookers and blow, expired beef, blackout curtains.
I want you guys to know that when you say funny things, we say them all week.
We repeat them all fucking week. We repeat them all week. The poverty diet.
We're still hookers. We'll still go. What does this Brendan Fraser fat suit make me look fat? That was from so long ago.
Eric, that was
Eric, so funny.
Does this blank make me look fat? And he said, Brendan Fraser fat suit. Jarts, OnlyFans, tariffs, Netflix and chill. Well, obviously this has to go to Ray for genital obliterators and blowjobbery reception devices. There's nothing quite like a fine callback. I think that if we've learned nothing else. Listen, as I was saying, I'm starting to come to peace with the fact that I might actually be around for a number of years, longevity and all. And so I thought I would share some of my secrets with you. The secret to a long life is blank in moderation. The secret to a long life is blank in moderation. Who was it who said the secret to a long life is moderation? All things in moderation, including moderation.
Can I say the secret to a long life is rage in moderation?
Every once in a while, you got to just let that valve, bleep. You got to do it.
You've been just so angry lately.
Oh my God! I just inside.
I mean, so angry. Yeah,
it's been but I'm feeling better. I'm actually.
Are you?
I'm doing better.
Okay, that's good.
as I've gotten
you've had like 4 normal days in a row.
Yeah, I like it. I'm really.
You still have a hacking cough from the flu. That's been wonderful.
Yeah, it's getting better. Okay. Let's see. So the secret to a long life is AARP discounted purchases in moderation, dickweed in moderation, anxiety in moderation,
blowjobbery in moderation.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Kathy, is that why my neck is so sore? I've been doing massager of neck meeting every day. That's got to be. It hurts so much. It hurts so much more than it did before.
Come on,
it just occurred to me.
It hurts so good.
Sometimes love
don't feel like it should, and that might indicate that you're trying to enter in the wrong place. All right. PBBJs, FAFO, fuck around and find out. Mae West in moderation. Come on up to my place. Life in moderation. Modernization in moderation. That's good. Doom scrolling. Blowjobbery. Deep fried Twinkies. Hope. Rainier beer. Avoiding the U.S. Yes. Temu shopping and deep throating. Dear Lauro, who had the funniest response? I know.
This is a hard one. That's what she said.
Hi-yo, ladies and gentlemen. Love that.
Oh my God. The other day I was in an elevator with 2 totally random people at like the hospital.
Yeah.
And one of them got in and then the other one they both worked at the hospital. And then the other one said, "Oh, it won't quite fit." And I almost said, that's what she said.
But I don't know these people.
That's not appropriate.
Reflexively though, you want to go there. Right?
I don't know
that's
you.
That's what you want to do.
I'm going to give it to Fuzz for PBBJs.
Okay, there you go. Fabulous round. So, listen, Laura and I like to bitch all the time about how we're getting, older and our faces are melting like candles. Whatever do you mean? But listen, I have a talking mirror. Like in Snow White. And every morning it says blank to me. I have a talking mirror. Every morning it says blank to me. Who the fuck are you? Is what I hear. Every time I wake up and I'm like, oh my God.
It says, whoa, what happened to your face?
What happened to your fucking face? It is jarring in the extreme. And we've talked about this before, but I think the reason why it's so jarring is because in our minds, we're much younger, right? I still feel like I'm like 25. And so when I have proof positive evidence, hey, bald and gray, you over there, you're not 25.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Like, whoa, your face is melting.
God. Damn it! I look like that one guy from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I look like I've seen the Ark of the Covenant.
Every morning it says, "Cover me up now."
Oh God, with a sack. I just want to. Okay, how about honestly, I've schemed on ways to be like, can I just put on glasses? Can I get away with like wearing dark glasses all day long?
Today you told me that your insight for how to look younger was to grow a beard, and I'm like, how do I do that?
Do it.
That's not going to work for me.
So the thing is, oftentimes when you're getting older and you're trying to sort of figure things out. Like I remember growing up and going, you know what? When I get older, I'm just gonna age gracefully, and that sounds good on paper, but all you want to do is look good for your age, and if you can't. And the real problem is that the people who are throwing the curve off for the rest of the class. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the people like your goddamn friend who was living on the street and quit heroin, and now he looks fabulous. He looks amazing. I'm like, good Christ. Some people just have great genetics,
and they're just photogenic.
Your friend Jim Whipple also just he's a full head of hair. He looks fantastic. That's the reason why. If I let this go gray and I just walked around with a bald head all the time, be like, Jesus Christ, are you ready for the retirement home? Good Christ. I look like a little old man. All right, let's see. So the oldest...
Some people just look old and some look young. It's really not...
Apparently, the oldest woman died today in Japan at 116. Always in Japan, seems to be.
The mirror says, sell me, please. I beg you.
Cover me up. Have you received your blowjobber yet today? What up, Dorian? Says Kathy Ange. I like that. Nothing. It's too busy laughing. What the fuck? Go back to bed. You again? All the nopes. Sell me, please. You should see the other guy. Put that back in your pants right now. Would you like an apple? That's good. Yeah, good sir. You are not 25, but you might have opportunities at the AARP convention. You mean opportunities to hook up with the ladies? Is that what you were saying? Be careful today. Falling unalives, people of your age. If not, try Temu. I'm asking him to change his ways. Oh, the man in the mirror, sure.
No message.
Could have been in a clear up. Clean off the dust. You missed a spot. Oh my God, so many fabulous answers. I don't even know what to choose here because let's go with Keith with you again. So I might have buried the lead here, folks. I have started a new religion.
Did you?
I did. I started a brand new religion. Its followers must worship blank. I have created a new religion, and its followers must worship blank. They must worship my ChatGPT account.
You got in a fight with ChatGPT.
ChatGPT knows all about me. It wasn't a fight so much as like, what do you mean you can't? Well, I don't understand. What are you even talking about? Because I was asking something that we had an extensive conversation about, and I'm like, oh, you remember that thing we were talking about yesterday?
No.
Blah 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 blah. And it's like, no, I don't remember that. And it was very jarring.
It's like, no, I'm a robot. I don't remember that.
Because it was in a different tab, but it knows me in aggregate. Like it draws.
But isn't it supposed to refer to all its conversations, even if it's in a different interface?
That's what I know. It was very strange, and that's what I asked about. I said, well, then how come you're able to know me, and in terms of like my wants, desires, my projects, my this, my that, I've been told it about my fucking diet, my workout. It knows about all these things, and it'll reference those in answers. So I'm like, about all these things, so why is it that you can't tell me this one specific piece of information? It's like, well, that's not how I am programmed. I'm like, all right, which could be.
But if you copy, so you were trying to get it to give you a daily schedule, right?
Exactly. I said, what should I be doing right now according to my daily schedule? It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. What's important to you? I'm like, I feel like we don't know each other at all.
Yeah, I feel like I've never even told you anything.
Exactly. I mean,
have you not even been listening to me?
Gosh. Yeah, it was honestly, it was a little destabilizing because
maybe if you gave it your whole, like if you referred back to your whole thing you're trying to do with your life, it would tell you what to do.
Oh, it said to do precisely that, and I just copied that whole thread. I'm like, here's what I'm talking about.
And
very passive aggressively. I very passive aggressively like took the whole.
This.
I like copy and pasted the whole goddamn thing. This.
Okay.
Listen, you trillions of dollars worth of space age technology. Get it right. What's funny is it actually is an extraordinary. It is a mind-blowing resource. I'm put in mind of the Arthur C. Clarke quote, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I really believe that with this. I don't know how it manages to do what it does. And so when it fucks up, it's kind of glaring. Whereas Alexa is a fucking, that robot is fighting. Siri and Alexa are utterly worthless. Why can't you be like your brother ChatGPT? Or your sister ChatGPT.
Alexa, play Kenny G.
Yeah, play Kenny G.
And now yours is doing it. No.
Kenny G.
I'm gonna give it to Ange for 8-Ball Pope.
Oh yeah, I didn't read these. The new religion followers must worship foreskin, ballots, memes, paywalls, Yakima coroners, Temu blowjobbery devices, murder hornets, the Yellow Brick Road, genitalia, and all forms of obliteration. The Only Show, power washers, 8-Ball Pope, free meat, slightly expired beef, snarky comebacks, Bonnie's beef, Yo Mama, wood chipper parts, 10 foot. Will you grab me a beer, Bim? Thank you. 10-foot tall skeletons, Buca de Beppo Pope. Oh, we used to eat in the Pope room, Ripple. Oh, I remember those good times. We had Look Smart birthday parties at the Buca de Beppo in San Francisco, and Howard, Folsom, something like that. Cyber trucks on fire. Lula, 8-Ball Pope, Jan's dildos, spinach slurries, Eric's non-texts. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, kids. What a fabulous round. I believe she said she did that one to Ange. Okay, so listen. This is an age-old question I'm going to put to you right now. You know when the party is done and then you just want to get people to leave so you can fucking clean up and go to bed? What's the best way to do that? When the party's over, what's the best way to get people out of your house? I've heard put on a Journey album. I guess depending on the crowd, that can work. Alexa, stop. There we go. When the party's over, what's the best way to get people out of your house? All of a sudden I put in mind of that one night your friend was over at our place in San Francisco and we had my cousins scare them out onto the sidewalk and then lock the door behind them and because I think I paid Josh $20 to do it. That was crazy. It was I believe that that's something your mother would have referred to as tacky. Lord, that was tacky. I honestly, and I don't know why this is happening right now, and maybe it's just because it's a new year and I'm just in full-on assessment mode, but I've been waking up in the middle of the night, and it is an absolute parade of the lowest moments in my life. It's just like, and my brain's like, well, what about this time? Well, what about this time?
What about this thing you said?
And
what about this thing
exactly,
you did?
and I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, oh my fucking God, I don't feel rested at all. I'm like Charlie Brown with a little black scribble over his head, you know, like.
So I saw a funny interview with Benny Blanco, who.
Oh yeah, with the producer Benny Blanco.
Right.
He honestly, he looks like. Well, if you haven't
seen
him before,
the cartoon guy from Ice Age.
He looks like the cartoon guy from Ice Age. He looks like one of the Geico cavemen. He
does.
Literally is one of the ugliest humans.
But he admits it. He's I know. And he even says, like, maybe I'm so ugly it goes to the other side.
Right.
He's, like, engaged to Selena Gomez. He's so rich. He's so successful.
Crazy.
And somebody asked him, like, what do you do to get people out of your house? He's like, ask them to clean up.
Yeah, there it is. That's good.
Oh, hey, do you guys want to help me clean? Because the party's over, so, you know, and then they all disappear.
That's fabulous.
Because I'm just saying, he's funny, too.
He's honestly, ladies, am I right? Funny will get you every time.
Yeah.
Really, it is absolutely true. I have known guys who punched way above their weight class because they're just fucking funny. They're charming, they're confident. Being funny gives you confidence, and then that helps you, and you know, everybody likes confidence, women in particular, I'm told. What's the best way to get people out of your house after the party's over? Strip naked and obliterate your own genitalia. Kathy Jean won a point, says Ange. I don't know what she's... I didn't see if that's
she's
crazy.
Talking about how in the last round, Ange and Kathy both said 8-ball Pope.
Oh.
So we should give Kathy a point.
I see. Air horns and fire extinguishers. That's fabulous. My wife actually did this. Yell at everyone from the top of the stairs in your bra and panties. Well, I'd stay for that. I would totally
Kathy says, call Tow Truck Steve.
Mm-hmm.
That
Tow Truck Steve.
Just talking about that. That has to be the last big party.
I think our anniversary might be the last big party that we have. Have an emotional outburst. Would you like to sleep on the green couch? Kill the music. Give them a broom and a mop. Yeah, my mom's got the right idea.
Start an MLM presentation in a very earnest and excited. So who wants to hear about Amway?
Yeah, honestly, New Skin. I've got this whole lineup of products. Plus, a very dynamic speaker is going to come over in about 20. You guys should sit
I want to tell you more about CBD.
Yeah. Dress as a cop.
Candles. Can't even name a MLM company.
Leave and call the cops with a noise complaint. That's funny. Ask them to get out, says Kathy. Kathy just doesn't beat around the bush. She's very straightforward.
So could you leave?
Could you please leave?
Could you go?
Tell them you need a small loan. Pull out the massager. Alexa, play Kenny G. Yeah. Light a fart on fire. Call Tow Truck Steve. So glad everyone's gone. Who wants to get pegged? Says Scott. Let's see. Tell them your mom is coming home and she will soon. She'll get the party started. Invite Elon and Vivek over. Turn out the lights. Yeah, when the music's over.
Turn out the lights.
Well, first of all, you got to you have to
total out the till. Out the till.
Total out the till.
Till out the till? What am I talking about?
You have to turn all the bar stools over. I think you have to empty the taps and then turn out the lights.
But it says no, not the last of the big party. Well, I mean, your kazoo orchestra was the highlight of that party. Maybe it's the one party that we can all remember.
I think so. And because I'm not making any memories anymore.
You know. Your mom says tell them you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's funny.
I got to give this to Scott for who's ready to get pegged. That'll do it.
Everybody else is gone. Who's ready to get pegged?
Get out.
Wow. Okay, everyone's leaving.
Let's see. My dream job. Everybody's got one. My dream job is professional blank. My dream job, professional blank. What round are we on?
This is round number 12.
Thanks for asking. It's 9 o'clock.
I know that you're thinking I won't be able to tell you, but I can.
Oh, I know you can. But why would I think that you couldn't?
Because I'm disorganized.
No, have I ever said that?
Well, you don't have to say that. I am disorganized.
You don't. Honestly, this place would not run if it weren't for my wife's extraordinary organization.
No, it's not even that though. Like, it's funny. What's funny is we've joked a couple of times, like, oh, if you want to lose something, give it to me, right? Even Ange was like,
sure.
She was my roommate some 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Right. She remembers. Just give it to me. I spend 10% of my day looking for lost things.
That's why you got those little air tags. Mm-hmm. You got air tags on everything.
Oh, I got a notice from Apple that the battery in my AirTag for my keys was about to die, and I'm like, oh no, I can't be without that.
No,
I use that thing once a day to find my keys.
That's how you know.
It's not a joke.
Well,
it's not a joke.
The struggle is real. My dream job is a professional only show contestant, Ange. Do I have great news for you, my friend?
This is all we
You're
do.
hired.
Come on.
Only show contestant. Whoa! And Jen Kathy both said only
they're
show
both of
contestant. Blowjobbery recipient. Who among us, gentlemen? Amateur, professional amateur is what Keith's going to be.
Kathy says clown chaser. Okay, that sounds just such a fetish.
I was going to say, honestly,
oh man, you're such a clown chaser.
I think there's an OnlyFans page just dedicated to clown chasers.
Oh my God, can you imagine if that guy has an OnlyFans? No, I can't. I can't even allow that in my mind.
Oh, God almighty. PBBJ jobbery receiver. Let's see, Ange and Kathy are having a mind meld tonight for sure. Buckfutter, says Ray. Let's see, professional nude model. Fuck off. I don't know where that came from.
A professional.
Fuck off. That was fantastic. Timu quality checker. Well, I don't think you're going to be good.
Ange and Kathy are on the exact same wavelength. That's funny. They almost both said tow truck Steve.
Tow truck
Steve.
Let's see. Mormon witnessing. Single lady. Fluffer. Dear Lauro.
It's not me.
It's not.
God.
Okay, I'm giving it to David then. I'm giving it to David. Just fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, listen. Those of us, those of you who are still kind of in the dating scene, everybody likes a good pickup line, do they not? So let's try this one on. Hey baby, blank here often. Hey baby, blank here often. You were saying, you started to say something.
I was gonna say, is anyone still in the dating scene?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, I'm telling you.
I can't even imagine.
If
oh my God.
if I lost you, I would just move to the top of a mountain and just rescue dogs.
I probably just like, well, okay.
Until I just died and my dogs ate me. That's what I would do.
Do I have a therapist? That's probably all I need. That's
Yeah.
the only human contact I'll need. Just have a therapist a couple times a week.
Some people are like, oh, I'm going back on the dating apps. I'm like, absolutely not. No, absolutely
I
not.
cannot imagine going out night after night after night. Listen, starting with a new therapist is hard enough, right? You know when you do the download, the data dump with a therapist, you're like, here's my backstory, and this is what happened when I was 5, and this is what and I had a panic attack.
We know someone who goes out on the dating apps, and he recently went out with someone who worked at McDonald's.
He's a fucking idiot. I just honestly, he is. He's a complete fucking idiot.
He doesn't care, like how young they are or how uninteresting they are.
Honest to God, he's a complete fucking idiot. Let's see. Hey, baby, blank here often. Leave here often. Oh, that's very funny. Pick up, expire me. Fuck here often. Hey, baby, fuck here often, says my mom. See, I'm telling you, my mom works well.
Yeah.
Punch guys out here often. Let's see. Emma is 20. I just asked her, Emma.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't mention the age of the people that you're hanging out with. That changes everything.
We can't play to 20-year-olds.
We can't do this. This is not our. This is a decidedly Gen X show. For the love of God, if I had known.
We have like 2 expressions we can use.
I would have been all yeet and skibbity toilet and all kinds of shit.
It's giving.
No,
we can't.
Oh my God. Literally, it is the cringiest thing in the whole world to hear people our age using Gen Z lingo.
We'll ruin your lingo.
We will ruin it.
Just give us a word,
we'll
it up
say
so
it, hard.
And then you'll never be able to hear it different. Like, oh God, that sounds awful.
I promise. Our quality promise to you. Let's see. So fuck off. You ever fuck off? You're often never swipe left. Adopt dogs. Lie. Blowjob. Tip the bartender extra. Drink. Vote. Swipe left. Oh my God. Kathy and who else said swipe left? That's very funny.
Did Ange say that too?
Keith and Ange. Keith and Kathy. Gnaw on a slab of raw butter. Bruh. Spread. Oh my God. This is you, kid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. This time I'm gonna do it.
Total cringe boomer. No cap. Yeah. Love that.
It's giving.
Holy God, that was a great round.
Hey baby, I'm just gonna give it to your mom for hey baby, fuck here often.
That's the best answer. That's the absolute best answer.
That even means.
So listen, I noticed recently that because your ChatGPT will meet your level of education. It intuits how to speak most effectively to you. And I've noticed there's a variation in this because on some of the ChatGPT groups, people will post things of what things that their ChatGPT has said back to them, and your ChatGPT can talk to you like a fucking idiot if you're an idiot, because people have posted pictures.
Does that mean I'm not an idiot because my ChatGPT doesn't talk to me like one?
I find myself.
Or do you have to tell it, talk to me like an idiot?
No, I think you would, but I've tried to actually. I find myself subtly trying to impress ChatGPT with my questions. So anyway, when I want to sound smart, I talk about blank. When I want to sound smart, I talk about blank. I talk about E.F. Hutton. Remember that? Remember those commercials? When I sound.
When I talk.
You know who doesn't? Christine's friend Emma. Does not remember those commercials one bit.
Her parents do though.
Yeah, so, maybe. I don't know.
Her parents are Gen Xers.
Jesus H. Christ.
What? Are you at a party? Is that what's happening? You have a friend who's 20 years old?
Listen, we appreciate, we very, very much appreciate that you spending your fiesta time with us. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Would you like to see my neck massager again? That's what we're doing here tonight.
That's right.
Our show's on at 8 p.m. and we're highlighting a neck massager.
Listen, when you get to be 56, this is what passes for a good time. This is it. This is the highlight, the social highlight of our week.
I'm about to turn 52. In case you were like, oh my God, you look so young, but you were not.
You look fabulous.
Yeah.
You do look fabulous. I remember when I
feel I need to validate my own age.
I understand. I get it. When I was 20 and thereabouts and thereafter, shortly thereafter, I would go home to see my parents during college or whatever, and it would be Saturday night and they'd be watching TV. I'm like, what are you doing?
Why won't you go out?
People go out and see the world. You have friends going. I can't believe you're home.
And your parents would be like, we went out.
We went out.
We're good.
We don't want to.
No, we've
done
all the out.
We've popped the corn. We've turned on the television.
No, we're good.
Good night.
We're good.
And now, like, honest, you could not pay me.
Everything that happens when you're out, I'm sure I've seen before.
I've been out. I've had those conversations.
I've had every conversation.
I'm really glad that I did.
If something new can happen, I'll go out for it.
But what? But what would be new that you would possibly want that you can't get here?
The polar plunge.
So we had some friends for New Year's do the polar plunge. I'm like, do you hate yourselves? What's wrong with you?
And they said it was so fucking cold, but they were like, oh, this might be good for us. We'll do cold showers from now on. I'm like, okay, you're...
The Scandinavians saying.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
When I want to sound smart, I talk about sex. My encyclopedia collection. Oh, remember those? Business Tax Factory. Jesus. Talking for Dummies. Yeet skibbity mood. Anything but being from the U.S. Yes, that'll get you a long way if you don't mention the fact that you're from here. The Need for Speed. Voting Democrat. Marginal tax rates. Getting my skibbity on. Emma is the coolest. I'm sure she is.
She sounds like the coolest.
Who? Well, I mean,
what
obviously.
20-year-old wouldn't be watching our show?
What 20-year-old? Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
she's proving her coolness right now. My Mensa mentor, the Federalist Papers, Minor Seventh. Nice, Scott.
See, that's a good one.
That is a good answer. That one time at band camp, John Locke. Masterpiece Theater, My Love of Grey Poupon, Keith Richards, Prime Numbers. Dear Laura,
this is you.
This is me. I got to give it to Scott for Minor Sevenths.
I knew you would say that.
It's a musical reference, people.
I knew you were going to say that.
So here it is. This is a C minor seventh. Oh, isn't it? It's an A flat minor seventh, C minor. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just love a minor seventh.
I was just about to sing
You've been singing what?
The song with the person's name in it. That I'm not going to say that person's name.
So listen, I don't know if you've been keeping up with this, but for whatever reason, there is a company that is making shower soap and other related items that smell like branded things. Like, for example, Laurel brought me a bunch of soap that smells like Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies.
Now,
right. It's the native soap.
Right. And so then we noticed that there's like a Jarritos, the Mexican, delicious Mexican soda made with real sugar. And there you can, so ultimately, you can smell these sorts of things, but are you going to smell clean?
My argument as a Gen X kid, I need to smell like Dial soap to feel clean, right? I don't need to smell like cookies or juice or whatever. I don't want to smell like those things.
What do you want to smell like after a shower? What do you want to smell like after a shower? We'll ask you.
Massager of neck kneading is what you
Massager of neck
like.
kneading, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's native. But they have a lot of really weird, like, do you want to smell like a, piece of French toast? No. If you smell like French toast, then you take a shower with orange dial soap so that you smell clean.
I find that I get actually a little, because you got me the peanut butter cookies and then the thin mints.
Right.
And I find that I'm a little snacky when I'm sitting there showering with these soaps. I'm like,
it doesn't smell like, I mean, even soap with perfume in it. Like, ours was a dial house. Were you like a Irish Spring house or?
What did we use, Mom? I mean, my mom used to use Camay, which had a quarter cup moisturizing cream. But I want to say Dove. I think we were Dove. I think you guys bought Dove soap.
I felt like Camay didn't get you clean enough because you still felt slick.
Well, also we had soft water. We had a water softener. So
yeah,
you never really, get it off. And the soap never really felt like it quite came off.
No, I know. I don't like it. I don't like soft water at all.
Soft water. Okay, what do you want to smell like after a shower? Flintstone vitamins and Luden's cough drops. Napalm. Oh, Fuzz loves the smell.
Someone on the Gen X subreddit was like, "Hey, I'm still taking Flintstones vitamins. Is that okay?" No one ever told me to stop.
I guess at this point, sure. I mean, it's you're 10 million middle-aged people and growing. Fuzz wants to smell like napalm.
Dino was the best Flintstones vitamin.
Dino was the best. Yep.
It was great.
Yeah, Fuzz obviously loves the smell of napalm in the morning. Kathy wants to smell like a snack. Tacos, cactus cooler, Brad Pitt, Girl Scouts. Dave wants to smell like Girl Scouts. Rain, bear shit, scat, Downy Fresh. Put it on your nest. Oil of Olay, clean towels, Gwyneth Paltrow's hoo-ha. Yeah, she has a candle. Smells like her vagina. Caress soap. Caress. That was what we used. Okay, figure it out. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to what do you want to smell like after a shower?
This is a hard one. Let's see. Herbal essence. It's funny. Was Dino the Flintstone vitamin the first purple dinosaur before Barney? He was.
Yeah, I think
before. Yeah. Baby oil. This is a hard one. I'm gonna give it to let's see. Fuzz for napalm. He loves the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory.
Smells like victory.
All right, so we're gonna play the Bonnie's Beef song right now.
Laura's gonna
everyone gathered around?
So very briefly, Christina's friends. Laura found this woman on one of the giveaway sites.
Buy Nothing.
The Buy Nothing sites.
She gives away beef.
She gives away meat, and like she's very, very, as you'll see, very persnickety.
She's mean about it.
She has lots of rules. She obviously her heart's in the right place. Her name is Bonnie, and she gives away meat, but she just has she's had it with all you poor people who are wasting your time. So anyway, we did make a video about this.
This is
based
either
on
funny because it's funny, or it's funny because I'm obsessed with it.
We're all kind of obsessed with Bonnie.
And then I made everyone else be obsessed with it.
Exactly.
So here's the intro to Bonnie. Here we go.
I would like to give away some ground beef today. I have a lot of it. There are approximately 1 pound packages. Some is frozen, some is not. You may receive meat from me once a week, Monday through Sunday. Please provide a specific pickup time in your ask. Do not message without being invited to, please, because ground beef is all offering at this time. Ground beef is all I am offering at this time. Ground beef is all I am offering at this time. Pick up by 7 p.m. today.
Lauro is rocking out on air guitar.
Why am I playing fake guitar?
It's fabulous.
So enthusiastically in this short film.
I love it. So there you go. And that's your introduction to Bonnie and her collection of meat. So, dear Lauro, do we have an outright winner?
We do, actually. Scott.
Scott goes!
Has 3 points. This almost never happens.
How about that? Yeah.
Everyone else has 2 points. Scott will get a mystery prize in the mail this week.
Honestly, the only way to win this game is to win outright, because when two people tie, we try to have a tiebreaker between those two people, and everybody comes in and answers, and then somebody else invariably wins. So anyway, let's have a tiebreaker for second place to see who's going to be tonight's runner-up. And here's the final clue of the night. I got fired for doing blank on my lunch break. I recently got fired from my job for doing blank on my lunch break.
And Keith says this should be played at the sound check at your favorite show. Ground beef is
Lighters up.
all
Light 'em
I
up.
am offering at this time.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're thinking. You guys have too much free time. But
we do, though.
No, we do.
We do. We have plenty of it.
No, we do.
And or certainly enough of it.
And that's what we do with it. We choose to do
this.
Beef song.
Absolutely. I'm not hurting anybody. I mean, as far as she knows. We keep having this recurring nightmare that she discovers the show somehow.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh God, I would feel so bad. Can you imagine? She's like, wait a minute. You guys have a whole world built around.
We do. We've got we have a series of inside jokes, and honestly, the thing that I would take our friend Bonnie aside and say is this is voluntary. You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to be doing anything.
Making you do anything. Much like this show. Like this show, we recognize that all of this is an extremely voluntary situation.
But at least we're having fun with our volunteer job.
Indeed,
right?
we are.
This is our volunteer job. That's hers, and she seems very angry about it.
Angry eyes.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, fired for doing blank on my lunch break. Heroin, aging, blowjobbery, my boss. Some Timu product testing, naked Pilates and accounting. Work. I got fired for doing work on my lunch break. Obliterating my genitalia with the community jackhammer by construction man Steve. Navel gazing, warm beef pickup. DMing Bonnie without being invited to.
That's exactly right. That's the one.
And watching that scene when Steve gets fired in Delecto in Roadhouse in 1989 on my phone a little too enthusiastically. Roadhouse.
Warm beef pickup. That can happen any day of the week.
The receptionist on my boss's desk. Kids, let's begin to vote. So now we vote on who had the funniest. You get to vote on who had the funniest response to I got fired for doing blank on my lunch break. Butt stuff, says Ray with a late entry. Mm-hmm. All right, so we've had a fabulous, and this is the part where I always do a sports guy voice as a wrap up. So we've had some extraordinary play here tonight on the Only Show. Some veterans showing up to really show how this game is played and played best. Scott Coates probably performing at the very, very top of his game.
After being off last week, he took a break.
He took a break last week.
He's the funny. He traveled to Vegas. He's the funniest he's ever been now.
Obviously, he rehabbed himself in whatever way he needed to come out and perform at the very, very top of his game tonight. All of the repeated ice baths really paid off.
Got skeletons.
His first answer shot across the bow, got skeletons. Blowjobbery.
Very good job.
Recipient from Timu. Mm-hmm. Okay, so dear Lauro, who had?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll take a look. Who had the most?
I can't scroll down.
What? How are we going to determine? Can somebody tell us?
Hold on.
From when you find people, tell us.
Hold on.
Who had the most votes?
I will scroll down. Do not message without being invited to, please. I'm scrolling down now. Okay, it's I think it's Christina with My Boss.
Hey, okay, cool.
My Boss.
Well, that's absolutely as it should be because
That's right,
Christina
because you brought friends
brought
to the
party.
show, so there you go.
She brought
there
the party.
You go.
Kids, well, it's 9:20. We're getting out of here on a relatively reasonable schedule. So one last time, everybody, please wish my mom a speedy recovery. We love you, Mom, and we're.
She seems like she's getting better.
Yeah, well, she's got her funny pants on.
She's got her funny
wearing
pants on.
Her funny
she's
pants.
good.
And listen, depending on the breaks, kids, we could wind up doing this show again every single night if we wind up
That's
having
right.
a bird flu or norovirus outbreak. We'll be back here.
I'm just about to not leave my house anymore because of that norovirus.
Exactly. No, it's
they say it can linger. She says that
David,
was actually
her friend
how David Thorpe. Wow.
That was his response.
Wow.
Well, okay, so congratulations.
Now you
David.
win something.
You're a newbie, newcomer David Thorpe suiting up for the first time in regulation play here on the Only Show tonight, and shows up and shows the veterans how the game is played. Nice of him. All right, we love you all, and yeah. Any final words before we bye?
I think that was it.
Ready?
Thanks
Okay.
so much. Yes. Well, yes, we did need some laughs, all of us, and
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get through this thing together. We're gonna get through 2025 together. Just us. You just wait and see. All right, kids.
I think we're gonna be okay at least for next week.
I think we are. All right, ready? Bye.